What's going on, everybody? We're going to go ahead and talk about the most exciting game that was on the lineup yesterday, October 28th, 2015, which was the Spurs versus the Thunder. The only other game that came close to this was Kobe Bryant's return, to see what was going to go on with him. Obviously, they lost by a point to the Minnesota Timberwolves, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and, just dissect this game, which in my opinion was the most exciting game. First of all, I want to just say that LaMarcus Aldridge, he didn't really, I don't know, maybe in the second half he just looked ordinary. Is that a good assessment of it? He's a great player. We all know that. But I guess like the transition with him and, what was that, David West? I didn't even know that David West was on the team until I saw his stupid face yesterday. Like, he just has that weird face. Like, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's still a great player in my opinion. He's a very tough rebounder, tough defender. But the biggest story that I saw transpired before my eyes was this guy Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, the way he was D'ing up Kevin Durant, though, like Kevin Durant is supposed to be a very he's highly acclaimed as a prolific scorer. You can't stop him, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. I don't really, Kawhi Leonard, bro, one-on-one most of the time was just just really digging into him, and like he's coming back from a very, very harsh foot injury that he had, and it was a lot of stuff, blah blah blah. Him and Stephen A. Smith are fighting. He's frustrated, but that's typical with him. He's been doing ridiculousness for a while now. But Kawhi Leonard, man, I really have to say that the Spurs, even though they lost this game, they lost it. Was it 112, 106, 112? Why did I just say 112? That would be a wild score. 112, 106. It was like a comeback victory because it was like back and forth. Very exciting game though. Dion Waiters though, like, is it? I don't understand, bro. I don't know what happened, bro. But I guess they just didn't want to D him up at the end of the game. But we'll get back to that in a second. Russell Westbrook. Like I was trying to tell people before, Russell Westbrook is a monster. Now, we all know that it's going to be free agency for Kevin Durant, and even though he got mad at Stephen A. Smith for revealing he may go to the Lakers, blah, whatever, all that jazz. Westbrook, listen, that guy right there, man, I don't know how do you defend this guy? Because he has the height to go over the top. He has the speed to just run right by you. He's a monster. I don't know. I understand. Durant is a scorer. He's a guy that'll come out there, give you a consistent 20, 25 a night, things like that. But Russell Westbrook is special, man. And I don't say special about a lot of people. Only other person coming into the year right now that I would say is special is Russell Westbrook and Steph Curry. And it doesn't mean that everybody else not an all-star. It doesn't mean like I'm taking stuff away from other people like LeBron James and stuff like that. I'm not. It's nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, with their skill set and what they're able to do for their teammates and everybody around them. I know that the Cavaliers came back and blew out Memphis and all that stuff like that. We're not. That's not what I'm trying to justify. When you look at Russell Westbrook play, when you look at Steph Curry play, even if you don't like basketball, your eyes will be glued to the screen because they do so many things. And you're like, what? Is that guy going to play defense? Like, I'm constantly asking myself, is anybody going to defend Russell Westbrook? But they are. They're trying to defend him. You know what I'm saying? But it just doesn't matter. And that's the thing. OKC is not a big market. We all know that. So more than likely, Durant is leaving. If Durant leaves and Westbrook stays and they're able to give Westbrook somebody to work with him, as far as, just somebody that could go out and just help him out with scoring if needed, I don't think they will miss Durant as much as people think. And I'm not saying that Durant is not a good player. I'm just saying, Russell Westbrook can facilitate the offense and score at will. So when you have a player like that, you only need really one other guy that can help him. We know how basketball is. Scottie and Jordan. Magic Johnson had a lot of people with him, but it just. If you have one great player, you really need one other counterpart to be a successful, NBA team. You can look at the, Miami Heat. They had the trio, but it was really, Dwayne Wade and LeBron. Let's not, go like Chris Bosh made some key plays, whatever like that. But it was really Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. If you have a good duo, because like three's company in basketball, in my opinion. When you got the third person that's trying to get a piece of the pie, like he's gonna do his sporadic plays, but more than likely it's gonna be the top two guys. And I just wanted to really give Russell Westbrook some respect, man, because whenever he just decided to go to the lane, like it's like a light, like Shaq used to call Dwayne Wade Flash. We know Dwayne Wade old as F now, so we're gonna go ahead and give Flash to Russell Westbrook, at least in my opinion. Tony Parker could never defend him. Tony Parker's a great player. He has clutch plays, he can move, but you can't expect Tony Parker to do things like that, man. And it's, Durant is coming off, like I said, a major foot injury. 19 shots to score 22 points. It's going to happen. He's going to have games like that. And, you're playing against the best coach in basketball, in my opinion, in Greg Popovich. And I'm pretty sure they prepared for it. But the Spurs look good. It's not as if the Spurs are like, the Spurs are going to win, 50 games this year. They're going to be right there in the playoffs. And I don't think that they're going to be the same team once David West and Aldridge gets everything together and the chemistry starts going down. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it's going to be the way that people are thinking about it. A lot of people are picking this team to go to the finals. Guys forgetting about the Warriors. Like Steph Curry is the kind of guy that'll come out and just drop 40 every game. He'll just come out and it's with ease. You know what I'm saying? And the West is very, very tough this year. So I don't know about everything that everybody's saying as far as that goes. And I wouldn't just jump right. It depends though. If Durant comes back and he starts playing at a different type of level, like right now, you can't be chucking up those shots and and only scoring 22 points, like 19 shots. Like, come on, bro. Like we gotta see what goes on with him if he's able to, figure out what he needs to get done. And I'm pretty sure he's going to. I'm pretty sure he's definitely going to do those things, but he has to like really buckle down and get ready to go. But Brian, listen. Guys, just understand this right now. Russell Westbrook, I almost said Brian Westbrook. But yeah, Russell Westbrook is a monster in this league, and he will be for a lot of years to come. And that is the only reason that I would give OKC the edge and pulling it out. But they still got to beat they got to beat the Clippers. Like the Clippers, people think, I understand that the Clippers, everybody looks at them like, yeah, okay, bro, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's so many teams in the West. People are forgetting about the Rockets. It's a lot of things that you have to think about coming out of there. But I really do still like the Warriors to possibly repeat, unless LeBron and them boys come out of the East and they make it hard for them. In the West, it's just the way that they play. They play fast. The Warriors play very, very fast, and they have accurate shooters, and that's what this league has become: just shooting threes. And in my opinion, Steph Curry's the best to ever do it. So, with that being said, the Spurs are not done by any means. And I heard a lot of people saying, they couldn't pull it out, stuff like that. That's not typical of a Greg Popovich coach team. Listen, man, it's going to happen. I don't know what these guys get so excited about. Like, bro, relax. The season just started. It's like one day into the season. Like, the Spurs are going to win at least 50 games. Like, let's cut it out. Let's really cut it out right now. But at the same time, it was good to see OKC come out so strong and finish the game because they were down very late in the game and they were able to come back and finish it off. But we'll see what happens as far as that goes. But in the West, if I had to guess right now, I would say that the Warriors will come out of the West. And you guys may disagree with me. Leave it in the comments. Let's see. Like, what is your stance on that? I don't think people give the Warriors the respect that they deserve because that team is dangerous, regardless. Because they spread the floor so crazy, it doesn't matter about height. You're not going to have a big man coming out to defend Steph Curry and try to block him. We saw how that worked last year. Thompson was trying to go out there and play D, getting drained right in his eye sockets. He probably needed surgery on his eyeballs. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. And that's what makes the Warriors so dangerous. They spread the floor out, in my opinion, better than anybody else in the league. They got so many shooters that anybody could dot you up at any time. So, with that being the case, that's my pick to come out of the West right now. And since we're talking about, the West, let me know what you guys think. And let me know what you thought about the game last night. And if there was a game that was more important than this one, in my opinion, it was the Spurs and Oklahoma City. Let me know what your favorite was. If you guys want to listen to this on the go or any other GmiasWorld podcast, if you're new to the channel, definitely on iTunes, just search GmiasWorld Podcast. If you're on Android, you would have to download the Podcast Source app, and GmiasWorld Podcasts are available worldwide for free right there for you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this assessment. Until next time, one love.